Welcome back to Westwood Capital LTV. I'm with Darren, and one of the things we wanted to cover in this episode was how the team's structured, our individual roles and what we do, and that will lead on into a number of other episodes with the team.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought we'd sit here today and start with yourself, really, Darren.
Yeah. Well, the business is in its infancy, really, so it's still a very small team. But there's 5 of us in the team. There's yourself, me, Marcus, Laura, and Amy. And in essence, my role within the business is to sit with the team predominantly and to co-underwrite deals with you. So all of the deals come in via your broker connections. You're the first ones to see the deals, assess the deals, have the relationships with the brokers to try and educate and get them to understand what deals would be for Westwood and how we can help them with their businesses as best as possible. Once those deals are in, then it comes in with into one of the 2 client managers, so Marcus or Laura, and then I support those. So we sit on a daily basis across dozens and dozens of deals, just analysing what information we've received, what information we're missing, how best we can attempt to structure a deal for the best way for the borrower, to make sure that the broker can get a deal approved and sanctioned, credit sanctioned in place, so the borrower can ultimately get the funding that they require. So the large part of my role in there is helping to support them in sanctioning those deals. Once we've got pretty close to finding a way to structure a deal that works for all parties, that's when myself and you would sit down, give it a final credit sanction. Hopefully, once we've assessed the valuation, then we can move into legals and get that funded. Westwood Capital Finance is fairly unique in the sense that we're funded wholly through private individuals.
I think that's a massive selling point for us as well, and something that's really different because we have a fixed interest rate.
Yeah.
No, but none of our clients will ever accept or have to go through a fluctuation of interest rate like we've just been through. Mm-hmm. Actually, right at the time when we first set up,
very much so.
We went from 0.25 Bank of England base rate all the way to 5.25, and our clients never felt that. Whereas with some of our competitors, not only competitors but institutional funds, for those funders where they were seeing their line go up, quite large amounts incrementally month on month.
Yeah, I think that is a massive benefit as well. But I think the just as big as that, if not maybe a little bit more so, the largest benefit to having an investor and a funding panel that's made up of individuals that high net worth individuals. So they're all fairly wealthy individuals, but they've made their money through developing and selling and investing in property, or building businesses through to sale, or still operating businesses that generate additional income that then they can invest in helping us to help brokers and borrowers secure funding. What you get with that is our deals are structured in a way that ultimately our investor panel invest in, but because they're commercially minded and they've made their money in business or property, they understand the world of business and property. Therefore, we're not taking our deals. Our deals are sanctioned by me and you, and our investors understand all of our deals because they're commercially minded individuals, not necessarily, no disrespect to bank underwriters, but somebody who's worked in a bank who's never run a business or invested in property. Understanding a deal when you've not done it is not as easy as some people might think. And I think some borrowers potentially would receive rejections where actually there's a strong deal in there. So that coupled with the fixed interest rate is huge. And the other major part of my role, other than making sure that the broker and the client, if we can do a deal, we can find a way to structure a deal to get that done, is also then to communicate that and raise the funds via that investor panel and marry the two. So in a nutshell, it's underwriting and sanctioning deals and trying to get deals done where at all possible if it fits our criteria, and making sure that our investor panel grows so that we continue to do that. My 2 major roles in Westwood Capital Finance.
Brilliant, thank you.